Wellness is all about vibrational ratios.
Maxed out taste, crank it up, no time to waste.
Loud on flavor, heavy on nutrition. Vitafusion Power Plus Multis.
We're waiting every night to finally romantic find new covers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. We're first we still have played the same song with no system play. And it caused her to call us away. Now we're stuck here to decay. Please understand it, no longer the way that we know what you're thinking. We're pulling ourselves to the end of control. And we force you to make that rule. We're really quite surprised we get to see you another night. You should have looked for another job. You should have said to this place goodbye. It's like there's so much more. Maybe you've been in this place before. We remember a face like yours. Just seem like when it lived those doors. Please understand it, no longer the way that we know what you're thinking. We're pulling ourselves to the end of control. And we force you to take that role.
All right. Well, yeah, we're not going to get into. We're not doing another Terrifier stream, although I could do that with the first two films, but that's for another stream. So, yeah, welcome back to Let's Bake. Let me see if I can get my Blu-ray player to work because it's been glitchy. But yes, Zombie, that song is from a user called the Living Tombstone. They do a video game songs and song parodies, and that song I believe is the one that got them on the map. Like at the end of the film, they actually play that exact song too. So yeah, they're definitely raking in the money for that. All right, my Blu-ray player, yes. Yeah, this is an older Blu-rayer though. Blu-ray player, good lord! I only just took the gummy. Why is my speech all messed up? Good god. All right. Turn this up just a hair, because I'm deaf as hell. I know, Blu-ray player. Blu-ray. It's the Blu-rayer, god damn it. Jesus. Oh, what is the Blu-rayer? Prepare the Blu-rayer to fire. Yes. That's that sounds like a stupid weapon that would be playing in Star Wars though. Blumhouse Productions, which I've noticed with Blumhouse. Either they could produce a film that is a film that is amazing, or a film that is complete crap. Yeah, so their films, especially their horror films, are a hit or a miss. Yes, the Klingon Blu-ray or beam. Oh, yeah, let me throw on subtitles so I actually know what the hell I'm. I will say this: when it comes to set design, they definitely got the video game down to a T. When it comes to the the establishment itself, the pizzeria, because it literally looks like you are walking around in the game, so to speak. Oh no, that security guard dead. Yeah, having something the equivalent of a fucking garbage disposal and a dishwasher come at your face. Yeah, that's Build-A-Bear Butcher. The fuck? Build-A-Bear Butcher. Oh my god. I mean, that's essentially the character he's playing in Five Nights at Freddy's, at least the films. He's playing as William Afton, who, made the fucking animatronics, Who in the game was an engineer as well as an alchemist, because he wanted to try to combine flesh and machine, which worked out great for him. Literally worked out great for him. Universal, don't strike me for this song, please. Oh, William Afton as a character versus Otto Octavius? When it comes to Afton, unfortunately, his interpretation of Flesh and Machine as one is a lot more twisted and whatnot. Like I would say with Doc Ock, his vision was a lot more clear, a lot that he set out to do what he wanted to do, which was make the no who would win. Oh God! If you have to take the account Afton in the Springtrap animatronic outfit, because that's the thing in the games and just in lore in general. Almost every single one of the suits, theoretically, you could put out on and walk around as the animatronic. So let's say Afton in the suit, he's got to be a good 500 pounds of just straight machine. So I don't know. It would be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Battle Royale. It'd be interesting because just on the animatronic suit weight alone, Doc Ock would definitely have a difficult time going up against just the suit. It's just about how heavy it is. But also, Doc Ock can also throw cars with the metal arms. So it's like I think unfortunately Doc Ock would be able to beat him just on the fact that uh he could literally throw the suit around. However, Afton, for the most part, would be mostly protected by the suit until the rib cage thing malfunctioned. Then he gets pierced like he did in the yeah, yep, jiggle jiggle. Yes, jiggle jiggle. I do love how this film takes place in like the early 2000s because everything is so dated right now, just set design wise.
Hey, you want your usual, right? Yeah. So when are you gonna bring your sister back? We got this new flavor, rainbow explosion. I bet you'll go crazy for it. Mike?
Uh-oh. Someone's trauma is interfering with the work life. Oh, boy, is that relatable.
Number 27. Follow me.
Well, hello, sir. That still freaking makes me mad. It's like, how was that switch flipped? Apparently, all it needed was fucking gray hair and a beard. Right.
That was a mistake. Misunderstanding. I thought I was tricking your employment record. Tires don't tell for the 6 months terminating. Insubordination. Media work and custodial staff.
Oh god, that reminds me of that stupid Instagram video that his own wife fucking posted of him, and you could tell he was fucking just not wearing anything underneath those goddamn sweatpants. Like boing a boing a boing. Good lord, he's got big ass hands. Woo!
Are going to be extremely limited. No, but I get that one. It's just.
You know what? You need to shut up, zombie. You bitch. Yeah, apparently I prefer older stallions, which is actually kind of funny.
Full disclosure, it's not great. Right? High turnover, that's what we call in the business. It can be your loss. So, and you only have to worry about one thing, keeping people out. And they keep the place down. That's your case.
And good old Michael, that's how you sealed your fate because you corrected the man. Now you're going to end up getting stabbed by a dude in a yellow bunny outfit. God damn it, zombie! You son of a bitch. Zombie, if you want to hop on, just let me know and I can send you a link. I don't mind having company while I watch this. Yeah, and you'll make fun of me more so. Oh Lord, but I'm here for the roasting. All right. Now let's see if I can get this into the Discord.
Thanks for babysitting.
All right, it should be there now.
Have you eat?
What do you think?
What do we got? Okay. Well, that good looking guy I recognize. Where are all those other punks?
It's not done yet.
Oh, look, finish up after me, alright? Come get some food.
Not hungry.
Alright, please, come in.
I don't believe that Josh Hutcherson is in his freaking 30s either, because he looks like he should forever be like 25.
Sitting on my friend.
And also, all the sip videos for his character in this film on freaking TikTok is outrageous at this point.
You should know what happens to little kids.
I don't mind the Afton ones though on TikTok though.
Friend says you're an idiot.
Right now, I'm thinking about how Doc Ock and Springtrap would fight. Actually, now shit. Oh, right, a nightmare dream sequence. That's not really a nightmare, at least on the surface. Oh no!
How about some burger ketchup?
Everything's better than ketchup. Right?
What?
Oh, so watch your brother, okay?
Okay. Jared.
Oh, I see zombie. Ah, shite! There we go.
I say we throw Cyborg from Teen Titans in there too. Like get all the cyborgs, both living and undead, just in a
Right.
ring.
Just make it an all-out fucking fist fight. I'm here for it.
Well, if it's
Like,
a
yeah.
fist fight, then the Doc Ock wins by default because he has all the fists.
Right. That's why I was like trying to think. I'm like, okay, the fucking Springtrap suit on its own is about like 500 fucking pounds. With, Afton in it, that's like another, let's just throw in another 180, 200 pounds. That's a 700 pound, entity versus, Doc Ock, who probably weighs about the same with, the
arms. Those
So, yeah.
things can also chuck cars.
Yeah. Like I said, Afton would be somewhat protected with the suit. However, with all of the the animatronic suits in that universe, literally a hair trigger to where it could literally crush you as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how William Afton died, is because the rib cage part that was supposed to remain open in the suit crushed him to death.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in death, and somehow with his weird fucking alchemy bullshit, at least in the lore in general, he somehow amalgamated with the machinery and just became one with the animatronic. Because before it became Springtrap, the animatronic was called Spring Bonnie because it was a derivative of the purple bunny suit of the OG Bonnie, one of the OG animatronics,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a seasonal suit, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like Spring Bonnie would come out special occasions type deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then Spring Bonnie turned into Springtrap. Although I love the video game design for Springtrap, and the early stages for it for the film are really cool too. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like when the second film comes out later this year. How decrepit that Springtrap suit's going to look. It's going to look.
That thing was like actually special effects, wasn't it? Like,
yes, all of the animatronics in the film were built by the Jim Henson Company.
wow.
Exactly. So they were life size, and they were obviously operated by folks with controls and everything, but they were essentially life size working animatronics.
Which is wild.
Right.
The fucking Matthew Lillard is already tall. I'm just imagining like a guy just waltzing around in a gigantic bunny suit.
I mean, that's the thing. Matthew Lillard, we're just going to say this just for the sake of argument. Matthew Lillard is 6'4". We're just going to say for, like I said, the sake of argument, that William Afton is 6'4". 6'4" grown man on his own. Hello, speaking of. It's enough. But throw that man into a giant, decrepit bunny outfit, then you have something that's over 7 feet tall, possibly 8 feet tall with the ears.
Mm-hmm.
And so to see that coming at you, yeah, it's gonna be fucking scary as shit. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, Afton's entrance as Springtrap in the film was fucking epic too, because you just hear the whirring of the electronic of the machinery at work. It's just like, oh, this is so cool.
Shut down the ears. The only reason they have to give the old electric ball treatment is the owner bit of a.
My brain hung up on me.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Just can't bring itself to let it go either.
My God, it's 78 degrees in here. I was drinking warm tea and I was still cold.
Shit, what's the temperature around here? It's warm as... Oh, it's 71 right now. It's warm as hell in my room, though.
I got both doors open because my fan doesn't work and my AC doesn't work. It's 77 degrees in the house. It was 78 earlier. And I was still able to drink warm Earl Grey tea, and it still did not work. I was still cold.
Don't you love, like, chronic illnesses, all that fun shit?
It's great.
Anything happens. Breaker the main off, and it's just flipping.
I just thought of something really funny.
Oh, no, what?
I'll have to type it.
Oh, no. Oh, that reminds me. I have to re-download Dead by Daylight, which is a multiplayer, it's essentially escape the murderer type game for anyone who doesn't know about it. If you don't know, I would like to think most of the audience would know what Dead by Daylight is because it's that fucking popular. But one of the new killers in the game is Springtrap now. And then Matthew Lillard himself actually did some of the voice lines. And so that was a huge announcement. I think about a week ago, the developers made that announcement. Like, there's another guy that's doing most of the dialogue, but yeah, they actually got Matthew Lillard to do some quote-unquote catchphrases.
Oh, cool.
And also, there's a legendary skin where you see where you have William Afton in the Spring Bonnie outfit. So that's like one of their like special add-ons. But like one of the new maps is to go along with Springtrap is the pizzeria itself. Freddy Fazbear's. Which I'm like, damn it! You're making me want to re-download the game again. Like, son of a bitch.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. If you're watching this video, it means you've been selected as Freddy's newest security guard. Congratulations! We're going to have so much fun together. The genius who created Fazbear's Entertainment opened Freddy Fazbear's...
I mean, at least Undead Springtrap would not be able to die by one of the ways I feel like Spider-Man should have died in No Way Home.
Right. I mean, No Way Home, and I agree with you on this, was they had the PG-13 shackles. Same with Five Nights at Freddy's, because the game itself, just the context of it, is very violent, very fucked up. But they had to
check Discord.
Okay. But yeah, they had to tone down the film because a lot of the fans of the franchise are children. So they had to make something that at least 12 and 13-year-olds could watch. Which there are a couple of parts in this film where you're just like, geez, all right, so we're definitely straddling the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez. So that particular character would probably look at him and be like, "Oh, a bunny!
Mm-hmm.
Look at the bunny!" The sixth.
I know. Yeah, he would probably do. I mean, Deadpool was one of my inspirations, and he'd probably do the same. This would be before the eating of the arm. He'd just be like, "Look at your bunny! Aren't you cute?"
Mm-hmm.
And that would therefore lead up to the arm eating.
Right.
But yeah, with Doc Ock, I feel like in No Way Home, I mean, the highway fight scene was cool, but there are 3 instances where Spider-Man should have absolutely bit the dust.
Right, like he shouldn't have to get rocked like completely.
Yeah. And the first time was when Doc Ock had them all restrained and everything. And fun fact, guys, the way a snake kills its prey is not by suffocating it. You guys know how you get your blood pressure tested and that thing really squeezes your arm? Well, that's what a snake does, except it's your entire body. When you have something like that squeezing on your entire body, you go into cardiac arrest.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that should have happened with Spider-Man.
Right. Oh, he found the animatronics. It makes you wonder. It's like, technically, those animatronics have the corpses of dead children in them. It's like, how do you not smell that, sir?
I know. And the other thing, that's why I say he likes to. That's why I say he likes to go to Build-A-Butcher.
Yep, right. Now, obviously, Afton's used to the goddamn smell, but a brand new security guard who's never been on the property should be able to smell this shit. You know, it's
Are
like,
they
oh, it's
fresh corpses or skeletons?
well, actually, fuck, I'm thinking about the timeline. Yeah, technically they would be. Yeah, the children would be skeletal by now, but still, there would be a lingering scent of something just not being, excuse me, right.
That's fair.
Especially when you have, trying to think of the time, 5, I want to say 6 corpses essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add more on top of that because hey, more folks are going into the abandoned pizzeria. Oh, there's Freddy. Although I'm really excited to see if they incorporate one of the other. I wouldn't call this an animatronic, but it's another like little side character. It's called the marionette. It's an actual like puppet, and yeah, that puppet pretty much
fuck you up in the game.
Yeah, like you see that puppet, it's fucking game over. You're done.
Uh-huh.
And like, there's already been like enough fan theories going on and everything. From what we already know from leaked. Well, I don't want to say leaked. There's been a couple of shots that have been put on the internet, like actually purposely put on the internet. And you see some of the newer electronics that were featured in the second game. That's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, I want to see if they incorporate the marionette. That'd be pretty fucking wild.
What is it with like horror video games and marionettes and ventriloquist dummies?
Folks are scared of dolls. My
That's
brother
true.
is a perfect example of that. He does not like dolls, and he's also terrified of not marionettes, ventriloquist dummies.
True. I guess ventriloquist dummies and marionettes are dolls that can actually articulate.
Exactly, and especially like when you think about a ventriloquist dummy, especially, it's a doll that could quote unquote speak on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one thing that definitely messes with folks' brains. It's like this inanimate object's not supposed to be talking, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my brother, the one who's scared of clowns, the one I dragged the Terrifier 3 with. Fun fact. He is also terrified of ventriloquist dummies because I remember very vividly us going to see The Grudge when it first came out in 2006 in theaters, the American remake with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And there was a preview for the movie Dead Silence, which was by the James Wan and Liam Wennell, the guys who made Saw. And a Dead Silence, for those who don't know, centers around ventriloquist dummies, haunted one. And the moment the main like dummy popped up on screen, my brother was freaking the fuck out. Like he was covering up his face and everything. And I'm looking, and this is my first time seeing that, he did not like ventriloquist dummies. I was like, dude, for real? He's like, yeah, Twilight Zone ruined it for me with Talking Tina. I'm like, oh God. So yeah, I found that out, that he hates ventriloquist dummies. And he, like I said, he's not too fond of my dolls. He sees them, he's like, I don't want to be anywhere near them. Which at this rate, I don't blame him because I'm pretty sure Miki runs around my room at night.
I mean, you heard a little girl giggling at one point.
Yeah, I was at the old goddamn townhouse. I'm home alone at this point, and you go to use the bathroom. If you're home alone, you don't fucking close the door. I mean, who's gonna see you? Or so I thought. But Yeah, I remember sitting on the toilet doing my business, and there's nothing on in my bedroom. There's nothing really on in the house at all, and there's no kids on my side of the neighborhood at that time. I fucking hear a little girl giggling from my bedroom, and I freak the fuck out, thinking, "This is how I die on the toilet with my pants around my ankles."
Yeah, you're like, I'm dying on the throne. Shit, literally.
It's like I'm gonna have the Elvis death, at least without shitting myself, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point, I literally just kind of resigned my fate. I'm like, this is how I go. This
Uh-huh.
is how I go.
Though it's
Yeah,
difficult to tell which one that was because you have like 3, if I recall.
I have 3 that are confirmed. But at the time, it was just Miki.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it probably was her.
Down. I was just like, you little girl, a little trickster, I hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one who just like dropped a random water jug behind me. That was like, what the fuck?
She's like, these hauntings are rated E for everyone, y'all.
Yeah, she like I forget what exactly we were talking about, but we were talking about Mickey. I go to the bathroom and just out of nowhere, this water jug drops, the full water jug drops down behind me. Freaks me the fuck out. And like me trying to be rational, I go to my stepmom and I'm like, did we have like distilled water or something in the guest bathroom? And she was like, no. And I was like,
fuck.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a reason my family doesn't go anywhere near my dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, are those PTSD nightmares, or are you being visited by spirits? The answer is yes. Uh-oh, someone fell asleep on the job. Yeah, that'd be a hard no for me if everything just started going wacky electrically. I'd be like, nope, I'm out. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Uh-oh, it's a 5-0. It's the police. Whoop, whoop.
Oh my god, that reminds me. Apparently, during his audience with reporters, Pope Leo, like somebody asked him as he was leaving, like, do you have any message for America? And he just went, many, and left.
Right. It's like mic drop, like boom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good Lord. Mike, my guy, do you not find it suspicious that a random cop just showed up out of nowhere without any prompt or nothing?
I mean, considering the climate nowadays, no.
No, because it's like film logic. It's like, oh, I just woke up from this nightmare. Oh, there's a cop at my fucking job store. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
And this cop knows her way around the place. She's not that old. Oh, suspicious. I don't know. Maybe her dad owns the establishment.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Shelly.
So many fucking horror movies. Like, the protagonists or the victims are so fucking stupid.
Right, like probably the biggest stupidity or the biggest. Excuse me, shit. Probably the biggest fucking trope is running away from killer, falls on the ground, can't get up for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
and just sits there screaming at said killer who's walking at this point towards them. It's like, what the fuck?
That and just be like, oh no, he's after us. Let's hide in this garage of chainsaws.
Oh yeah, they actually did a parody like commercial about that too.
Yes, I remember it. I was thinking about that.
Even the killer in that commercial was like, what the hell are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are the other reasons?
Huh?
Why did I not quit my job?
It's not me. So somebody you see yourself 10, 20 years from now? I mean, what do I know, man? Right.
But yeah, horror
Not
movie character logic is not sound logic unless it's the killer.
Right.
I'm like, there's very few, but I was thinking of the ones that actually do have a smart protagonist, and they're all women.
Best thing you've seen in your entire life?
You know what's funny? I never considered Aliens to be a horror movie.
For me, for that franchise, it depends on also for me who you ask, and also who directed which film.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Because some of them I would say science fiction, definitely.
I'm talking about the Aliens movie.
Oh, gotcha.
Apparently, it's actually considered sci-fi horror, and I just thought it was sci-fi. Even if it has a chest burster gruesomely just bursting out of a lady's chest.
Mm-hmm.
That one character would like to have some tea with the alien queen.
Nope.
That'd be funny.
Right.
The thing, the queen alien is huge. She's the size of a T-Rex.
Right. I mean, in a way, I mean, ratio-wise, between her and like the males are, I would call them drones, almost. It's almost like a termite mound. It's like you have the big old orange queen, and you have all the little male termites.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like she and like honestly, I feel like the scale of her wasn't properly represented in the Aliens movie. AVP. One of the things I liked about AVP, I know it's not a very great movie. The Queen Alien, I thought they redesigned her a little bit. I thought the redesign was really slick. And they also properly conveyed how huge she is.
Right. Here, I'll be right back. I'm running to the bathroom real quick. I'm just keeping the move.
Same here. Potty break. Joey.
All right, back in business. Oh no, it's the cupcake animatronic in a fridge. Holy shit! Oh, I am busy. That's right, the fucking cupcake. Oh my god. Uh oh, there's Chica. Better run, bitch. Chica about to fuck you up. Oh. In the closet with Bonnie. Yeah, you guys are fucked. Oh, the practical effects are so cool with the animatronics. Yo, wee!
Little girl, you're fine.
Joey, you got 6 minutes, honey.
Mm-hmm. I return. What was that?
We got rabid cupcake. We got rabid cupcake.
Now I want cupcakes.
Meow. Meanwhile, Joey's like, I will complain.
Mm-hmm. I know, a little licorice cupcake over here.
Right. Or you have a Black Forest cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. It's Foxy. Foxy with his, his dainty mechanical Pete's.
Meow.
Meow. Sounds like Joey's being a stinker.
We'll go get you. We'll get you. Burper. Burper.
Oh god, Joey gets dropped off at Freddy Fazbear's. Runs around at night, encounters animatronic, just scrims at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Freddy Fazbear himself. Walk, walk, walk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually curious of how much it took to, or how much money was put into making each individual like animatronic? Like, was it like
What was
hundreds
the
of?
budget of the movie?
What's up?
The budget of the movie, what was it?
Oh shit! I don't know. Let me look it up. Yeah, I want to know how much they spent on making the animatronics because, like I said, Jim Henson, the Henson Company. IMDb, because they usually have how much a film is budget is. No, I don't want to go to Ocean City, Maryland. Jesus Christ. I mean, I probably wouldn't mind going to the beach, but come on now. Oh. That was the most PG way of, chopping somebody in half. I didn't even see any visceral organs. Oh, boo. Look. Yes, continue with web browser because I'm looking at my phone. Tails. Okay, the budget was $20 million, which is actually at the low end.
That's not that bad for nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays, that's on the low end. So they probably, in a way, they probably did save money instead of doing like, let's say CG, which would have cost a hell of a lot more.
Which is really ironic, isn't it?
Right. It's like there's more physical labor going into building these props, versus doing it in a computer.
Yeah, you can tell. Just watch the most recent, Marvel movies.
It's sad that back in the day, like I'm gonna use Pirates of the Caribbean 2 as a good example, where CG looked flawless and beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day, I feel like CG hit its peak around that time and then has just gone downhill ever since. I mean, the Avatar 2 movie is supposedly I've never respected those, but supposedly has really good CGI. I'm a proponent of hybrid CGI special effects stuff, because really the way CGI should be used is you have special effects stuff and the CGI is there to sort of smooth it out.
Somebody broken Freddy's.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually use I'm actually gonna use Terrifier 3 as an example because from what I've seen, most of that film, I want to say like 85% of it is all practical stuff. There are like little bits that you could definitely tell that was computer generated, but it was just to kind of like you said, like smooth things over, or for example, anyone who hasn't seen Terrifier 3, sorry, spoilers. Near the end, when Sienna stabs Art with the sword, stabs him through the I don't want to say the chest, like the diaphragm area. Art's head throws back and his eyes glaze over white. Now that's CG clearly, but it adds like a little extra sprinkle on top of the the sundae.
Like in my opinion is that CGI is there to enhance but never replace. I mean, if we want to use a good example in Marvel, Vision. Vision is a hybrid of practical effects and CGI.
Seamless. You wouldn't know unless someone told you. Because they did such a good job, and you think that was all of that was actually Paul Bettany, when some parts of it wasn't even him. Like organically, I should say.
But yeah, that's how CGI should be used. It shouldn't fully replace anything.
It's like MSG. You just need a little bit of it to enhance the flavor.
Exactly.
Which is funny because everybody's like, oh, MSG's so bad for you. Not when used in moderation, because same could be said for salt as well.
Everything in excess is bad for you. Even water. It is known as drowning.
Right.
Also, the whole non-GMO thing. It's like literally everything we eat is...
It's already been genetically modified, whether it be recently or as far back as, let's say, 20 years ago. Because, like, for example, the bananas we eat now are nothing like their wild counterparts.
Gotta feed a kitty. Be right back.
Here you go. Speaking of feeding the wildlife. Joey!
Joey, get. Ugh, your food smells awful.
Damn it, I have that song stuck in my head now from Talking Heads. Son of a bitch.
No more sleeping on the job.
I return. But yeah, and the other thing that made me lose respect, I mean, for James Cameron specifically, is he loves AI.
Yep.
Gen AI.
I feel like at this point, James Cameron kind of peaked with the Alien films and also Titanic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because after that, I remember watching Avatar in theaters, and I left with such a fucking migraine. It was so I couldn't
Yeah.
enjoy it.
No, it's really hard on my eyes too. And the other thing is, like, Avatar is the most basic fucking movie.
Right. Like its storyline is nothing new. It's been done.
Storyline is just Dances with Wolves or Pocahontas, but aliens. And like y'all had like y'all are talking about this magical living world. That's already been done. It's called Thra from Dark Crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing, it's like, of all the alien creature designs you can come up with, you chose blue cats.
Yep.
And so it's like, there's nothing else going for it. And even the visuals, it's like, okay, yeah. Again, I remember seeing it and just, I mean, I didn't see it in theaters. I actually saw it at home, and it still gave me a headache.
Oh god. Yeah, Avatar is the only film that physically gave me a fucking migraine. Just
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do 3D for that reason. I always leave with a headache.
That was the unfortunate part for me, is that I saw it in IMAX 3D.
Oh god.
So I can only imagine what it would have looked like normally. It probably wouldn't have been much different.
Fucking hurt, man. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, James Cameron isn't even like M. Night Shyamalan. Like, M. Night Shyamalan either hits or misses. There's no in between.
Yeah, like there are some films that are absolutely genius, like Signs, The Sixth Sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then you have, like the Village, which I wasn't a fan of that. And then, God, well, there was another one recently that came out of his that
Old?
was
Are you thinking of Old?
maybe, I don't know.
Either way, it's just like he either nails it or completely misses. Whereas James Cameron is just like mid at best. Very consistent, I'll give him that.
Right.
I like how this went from Five Nights at Freddy's to just dissing James Cameron.
I mean, I love all this film talk. I'm here for it. I mean, I'll shit on more Hollywood directors. I could do that.
Like Alfred Hitchcock.
Amazing filmmaker, piece of shit human being.
Mhm.
Stanley Kubrick. Amazing director, piece of shit human being.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember who the fuck directs the Five Nights at Freddy's film. It's not a known director, I know that.
Of course it's not.
Right. Like I was saying earlier, when it comes to the production company Blumhouse, which produced Five Nights at Freddy's, they're similar to M. Night Shyamalan to where they could release a banger, like, you know, like Sinister or Black Phone or Five Nights at Freddy's. Or they could have a complete shit show like Sinister 2. That film fucking sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're kind of a mixed bag as well when it comes to film production. I mean, hey, they know how to get the big names though. Like, you know, Black Phone, they got fucking Ethan Hawke.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, actually, hold up. This makes me want to get Hulu again because he's in a new TV series now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. By the same folks who wrote Reservoir Dogs, which is about, you know, Native and Indigenous communities, you know, growing up in the American Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can find this thing. Yeah, the show is called The Lowdown. Ethan Hawke stars in FX's The Lowdown, a new drama series from Reservation Dogs creator Sterling Harjo. Oh, it premieres in September. Damn, I got a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's got the Goodnight Robo Show goatee back, and I'm like, yes. Like, thank you, Jesus.
Fucking love that. Fucking love that one bit. You gotta hate what you're shooting at, and I'm just like, yo, respect.
Goddamn sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, yup, you were definitely from the Midwest, sir. I can hear it in your voice.
You from the plains, I can tell.
I mean, he is from Texas, so it does help him in that respect. Like, what better person to play a Midwesterner than a Midwesterner?
You know what's kind of funny? Like, I want to say, like, East Coast to the Mississippi, everything is kind of like compact and tightly together.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go west of the Mississippi, everything really spreads out, and it never really occurred to me, like, how big Texas actually is. I mean, it's the second largest state in the union behind Alaska. And like when you've only lived west of the Mississippi, you don't really think of how big the states there are.
Right.
But it's just like even Oklahoma City itself could eat England.
Right. Like I think you've mentioned this before, that driving through Oklahoma City is literally a day trip.
Yeah, it takes you about an hour and a half to get from one side of Oklahoma City to the other. But like Texas is another matter entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is gigantic. My parents had a work commute from Plano, Texas to Dallas, and Plano was considered a suburb of Dallas, Texas, 100 miles a day.
Good Lord.
To and from work.
Fuck that shit.
And yeah, it's like you never really think about it when that's like all you've lived in.
Right.
And again, for our foreign friends out there, if you went from one side, if you went from the coast of Washington State to the coast of Maine on the opposite side, it'd be the equivalent of traveling from England to Bangladesh, India.
Yep.
3,000 miles, which what is that in kilometers?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exchange rate for kilometers.
There we go. 4,828 kilometers, guys.
Good Lord.
That's how wide. That's how double wide the United States is.
Yeah.
Though Russia's even bigger. Fucking 11 time zones. Good God.
God, this fucking movie. It's like the main character's little sister is just like, yeah. It's just like, yeah, I talked the animatronics, and the main character Mike is like, are they ghosts? And she's like, yeah, of course. How else do you think they move the suits? It's like, oh, well, kid logic just helped you out right there, dude. I mean, honestly, that's probably the best answer anybody could give. It's just like, well, they're ghosts, yeah. How else are they got?
Duh.
Does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah, because in the film, the animatronics befriend the little girl, essentially, and fucking Freddy himself looked like he's about to jump a motherfucker. Kid, I'm like, damn.
Well, yeah, the animatronics, they enjoy kids, right?
For the most part, yes. That they normally don't harm kids, the animatronics themselves, unless it was the bite of 87, which occurred in 1987, of course, where an animatronic, well, not really unknowingly, something happened mechanically, and it bit the frontal lobe of this kid's head off.
Delicious.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's called the bite of 87. So generally, the animatronics don't harm kids, generally speaking. But yeah, if you're an adult, they give no fucks. They're gonna put you in the suit.
Sounds familiar.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Palace. Or Pizza Place, not Palace.
I talked to the animatronics at night. They say strange things about you.
Why that reminds me of fucking Cotton Candy Randy from Good Mythical Morning. Like fucking Cotton Candy Randy whispering sweet nothings to Red. I'm looking at Link. It's just like saying the most unnerving shit.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife likes me best. It's like, what the fuck? God, my favorite fucking, demon from hell, Cotton Candy Randy.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to ever since I got my IUD removed, I've just wanted sweet stuff.
Gotta love hormones.
Not sweet nothings. I'm fine without those.
Right. My guy, another red flag should be that young lady cop also knows about the animatronics being haunted. That should be another red flag. Like, how is she this cool, calm, and collected? I don't know. Maybe her dad is behind all this shit. Plot twist, he is.
Mhm. Freaking serial killers, man.
Oh, heartfelt montage. Oh, that ain't gonna last long. God, it's like in Terrifier 3. It's like, oh, look, Santa Claus dressed as a clown. He's giving up presents. That's so nice. Then it's like, wait a minute, this isn't gonna end well.
Mm-hmm.
I sit in here. Yes, yeah. But since it's gonna rain soon, sounds like we need a roof. I'll go see what I can find.
I'll come with you.
It makes you wonder in this film. It's just like, how is everybody so damn chill with the animatronics walking around on the road? Like, normal folks would be, pissing themselves,
Just another Tuesday. Again, if you're I learned this the hard way. If that's your only life, you take it as normal.
I mean, fair. It's like in the Marvel Universe. It's like, oh, is there ever a day where the Avengers aren't destroying New York City? Oh, rarely.
God, living in the MCU, no thanks.
Right, every day is a fucking, catastrophe. Actually, that could be said about our current fucking situation. God.
Yeah.
Every day's just a catastrophe. It's like, oh, what else is gonna happen now? Fuck. Hence why I watch horror movies, because at least I can say that this shit will never happen in real life, when real life is already crappy enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's a huge reason why I love the Terrifier series. It's like, for the most part, you're never going to have some dude dressed up as a clown, hacking up folks.
I know, that's the reason Paranormal Activity fucking broke me. And that was why. Because it took place in a basic bitch suburban house.
Mm-hmm.
With a video camera.
Right, like everything about that you could actually relate to, and that's what made it scary.
Exactly. That's what really freaked me out about it.
You're like, this is way too real for me, and I am not liking this.
Mm-hmm. Though I actually like something that Jensen Ackles talked about. Like, I think he was asked about his favorite episode of Supernatural. And he talked about how his favorite episode actually was one that involved no supernatural entities. Where the atrocities being committed by this mysterious being were a human.
Oh, yeah.
And he thought there was something very profound about that, about how man is just as capable of those terrible things. And oftentimes it is a human. Right.
Like, that actually reminds me of the third Conjuring film, Last Rites, which is partially based on, the Warren Case files.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Actually, no, not Last Rites. Devil Made Me Do It. That's the third one. Last Rites is the one that's about to come out in like a year. But Devil Made Me Do It. I forget the name of the guy who it's based off of. But it's based off of a guy who killed his landlord, and his legal defense was that the devil himself told him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first, and I think only time in recorded history where the supernatural was actually brought into actual like legal court.
Yeah. No, I think I remember. I think I actually know about that court case. If I recall, it was definitely dismissed.
But in the film, they essentially made it. They made demonic possession like an actual backseat this time, and not front and center.
Mhm.
Because in the film, they made it seem like that somebody was out to get certain folks, and this woman was using a demon to do it, and whatnot. And at the end of the film, you kind of see, oh, it was this very human lady that was behind all this bullshit and whatnot. She's the one who opened the door and let this demon through. And it was funny as hell at the end because said demon that she'd been working with came to get rent, so to speak. And that fucking demon was like, you know what? You're going to hell, back to hell with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's also another instance where it's like, oh my god, like this horrific thing that happened, a human caused it.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Five Nights at Freddy's, same thing.
Yep. Because at one point, the real enemy was William Afton before he died. He was a child murderer.
Yeah. And like, I feel like the reason folks want it to be some sort of supernatural force, like an Onryo or some kind of monster
Mhm.
or undead thing, is because we don't really want to confront the fact that humans are capable of this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it could happen to us. I mean, hell, Ed Gein is a classic example of that. Like, he was just completely out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's a larger conversation that needs to happen.
Dressed and butchered a woman like a deer.
Yep. It's like you want to think that a human's not capable of that, but however, we have more than enough evidence, documentation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, humans are capable of that.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even have to be like somebody like Ed Gein or a serial killer. And that's honestly more frightening than any horror movie could be.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, actually another good example is also Black Phone, because Black Phone, for Black Phone, the main villain was a very human man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there were supernatural elements to the film that kind of drove the story, but the one causing all the atrocities was, again, a human.
Mm-hmm.
It was a guy with a black, windowless van, just like, hey, would you like to see a magic trick? That fucking shit. I remember watching that in theaters with my fucking brother, and I'm just like, this kid's a fucking idiot. For those black balloons, like, oh my god, you are inviting yourself to get fucking, trafficked right now, kid.
I mean, to be completely fair, that would be me.
Right, because who normally has black balloons? I mean,
I know, right? I would just be like, yo, black balloons.
Next thing you know, you get yeeted into the back of the van by Ethan Hawke.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, never mind. I want to be yeeted into the back of a van by Ethan Hawke. Never mind. Never mind. I volunteer as tribute. I don't care if he's almost 55 years old. Shit, Matthew Lillard is 55 years old. I'll still hit that. I don't care.
I mean, a certain Yiddish fox is even older.
You know what? I'm so mad about that as well. I'm so mad about that. I was just like, oh, cool. He's got his own podcast, listening. I'm like, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's like, why do you sound like this on the normal? Can you go back to just yelling, please? I miss the yelling.
Right, you're like, why can't you, go back to the yelling? Why do you have to sound so silky?
Right. It's like, God damn it, you son of a bitch.
Mhm. I mean, even I'll admit he has a nice purr.
Right. I mean, not Andy Circus level, but it is getting
No.
up there.
Hmm. Hashtag cosmic horror with the sexy voice.
Yup. I mean, for that particular character, if you can't get Andy Serkis, get Jon Stewart.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking great.
It would be great, but oh my god.
Everybody would hear the voice of that character and be like, ooh, he sounds hot. Then they're just like, oh, look at Jon Stewart.
Right. It's just like
What the
he's
fuck?
just like they sound really hot, and then you find out it's fucking Jon Stewart.
Yup.
And everyone
I
like, what
said
the fuck?
Right. She's like, damn, who knew Jon Stewart could sound fucking hot? Shit.
Mhm. Hey, Jon Stewart. I can make you a thirst trap.
Right. Oh my god, yes. Jon Stewart the
Come
thirst.
with me, and you'll be a place of masturbation.
God, I still love Jon Stewart's fucking bit about when Mexico elected their first lady president, Gloria Steinbaum, who is also Jewish, and John was hysterical. It's like yes, congratulations to Claudia Steinbaum. Terrible, sir. Weaponizing your Jewish.
I fucking loved his bit about Israel. He's just like Kanye fucking blamed us for failing his shoes. We just wanted insoles, that's all.
Oh my god. Uh-oh, someone's about to get their shit rocked by an animatronic. It's the kitchen garbage disposal mask again. Oh, Mr. Apton, I guess you're not really good at putting machines together, because how can he pick this goddamn bolt out with no fucking problem? Amateurs. You gotta tighten that shit.
Be right back, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Alright. Corpses. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Foxy. Run, boy. He about to fuck your shit up.
Staying there forever, So.
Oh my god, a Chia Pet commercial. Good lord.
Ready?
Oh, that's not Freddy. That looks like Golden Freddy, who's very dangerous. Come join us, Abby. Come join us in hell! Bro, they done killed the ant. Holy shit. Hey, that's a famous YouTuber. I can't pronounce his fucking last name, but he's a famous YouTuber.
Not cool. Oh, it's there.
Careful. Suffocating them. Probably the stitches.
Where are we?
We supply outpost. Found you and that. We're badly hurt.
Yeah, because you got jumped by the animatronics. Good God.
Yes.
Ask her about her dad.
Murdering innocent people.
And it's
Yeah, Abby in.
right.
You saw Abby playing from that. And you knew what they were capable of, and you didn't say anything.
Right.
Abby is in danger.
Tell me what happened.
My dream. They asked me for Abby. I said yes.
I return.
What was I wrong with?
It's all fun and games until the animatronics start killing everybody.
As they do.
Yep. You know, if any of y'all have ever been to Chuck E. Cheese, that's a prime example, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl, you about to get your shit fucked up.
My God, why does 76 degrees feel like ice?
I would kill for like chilly weather right now.
It's 76 degrees in the house, and I'm like super cold.
He was very bad. Very cruel. So very clever man. He knew the parents would cry.
Yeah, you talk about him like he's your dad. Oh, wait a minute.
Question is, did she know that he was like killing folks and everything?
In the movie universe, yes, he was aware, or she was aware. I mean,
Of course.
kind of helped him out of guilt and obligation because it's my dad, I have to help him type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Very toxic, dynamic.
Yeah.
But in the video game lore, like the official lore, Afton had a bunch of kids. None of them, I don't think, were ever named Vanessa. But for the film, they just kind of tweaked it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No, you could have just told him, "Hey, my dad's a fucking psychopath. Just fucking leave before he kills you."
Yeah.
no, she said the thing. It's the spring bodysuit.
Trying to warm up with a cup of decaf tea.
You're like, warms, please.
I mean, it's just like I get so fucking cold. It makes no sense.
Right.
At least not only that.
My guy, you can't exactly be too mad at her because, you know, abuse, trauma will make you do dumb things too. Especially if you're trying to please an abuser.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it turns into either Stockholm Syndrome or just you having to do whatever it takes to survive type deal.
Mm-hmm. Trying to warm up my hands.
If he's there, I won't be any use to you, believe.
You too.
I know, Joey.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Be right back.
Yeah, meow.
The building. What's the best way inside?
Don't take Chica's head. She gonna rip your fucking arm off. Ah! Golly, fucking that was an aggressive fucking whip around just to see. Yeah, it's not good when you're led to a fucking dark ass room with a bunch of torture devices. My child.
Had to close the doors because it was getting too cold for me.
Oh no.
At a bone-chilling 75 degrees. Again, I don't know why my body does this.
Oh, they're gonna shove the kid in the thing. No, Chica, no.
What's wrong with her? Oh no, she's trying to hurt me.
stuff and trying to fix the past, but you. It's important to the growth and helps you gonna do better.
Okay, Boomer. So we should probably go now.
Yeah, before the 500-pound animatronic gets up. Oh, we have a feral cupcake.
Heck.
Yeah, Chica, one of the animatronics, holds a very frightening looking cupcake that also has a mouth.
Doesn't it talk shit?
No, technically Freddy Fazbear is the only one who does actual talking somehow. Oh, that was some transitional shot. Oh, that's awesome. But no, the animatronics, at least in the game lore, Freddy does a little bit of talking. Foxy just goes dum 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 dum. Like that's how you know he's near in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. In some of the newer games, like Sister Location, one of the animatronics named Baby, she talks a lot actually.
Mm.
Yeah, she likes taking young children and putting them into her chest core. That also makes ice cream. So
Yeah,
she
we got
wants
a Mrs. Lovett character over here.
Right.
Fucking love what's Simon Wessler on Ed Gein.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, he'd do odd jobs and, pay folks in venison. Knowing what we know about him today, that was probably not venison.
Yep. So if y'all ate that, you probably ate human at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which there we go. There's the entrance. There's the 8-foot tall fucking rabbit.
Uh-huh.
God, to see that costume in person would be terrifying because how big it is. Golly. And like I've said earlier, Matthew Lillard being a fucking 6'4" giant already.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know why that reminded me of Star Wars. I forget the new actor's name. But like he was all dressed up and just walking around set, and I forget, my god, he's famous too. What the fuck is his name? There's a comedic actor who was in the Star Wars movie. He's like, yeah, I saw Chewbacca, and the first thing I did was I asked for a hug.
I mean, honestly, if I saw Matthew Lillard in the Springtrap costume, I would ask for a hug too.
Wasn't there somebody on set who did freak out?
I don't know. I know when it came to behind the scenes for Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthorn, who created the games, the father of the whole game, invited some YouTubers out to set who these YouTubers have helped, push the game out, get it to where it is now, popularity, and also helped their careers as, online gamers, streamers.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all freaking out, like kids on Christmas Day when they saw the animatronics in person.
Yeah, I thought one of them saw like Matthew Lillard in said costume. Just
I think I know who you're talking about, and yeah, God, that must have been a frightening thought. God, take off the mask. We want to see your beard. There we go. Oh. I love how it's just like, oh, he looks so adorable, and I'm over here with like fucking hot flashes and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I saw that picture and I was like, "Yaw."
Apparently, he said in a recent interview, Matthew Lillard did, that he was actually incredibly sick that day of filming. That's why he sounded so hoarse and awful. Because he was fighting an incredibly bad upper respiratory infection.
I see.
So that's why he was all sweaty and just looked bad. Because he legitimately wasn't feeling well, which kind of sucks for him. Because that must have felt awful to have that costume on too.
Yeah, that reminds me of fucking Misha's story about getting food poisoning on set. Like, it was the Leviathan episode. Or yeah, I think it was. And he talked about how he couldn't even film because he was too busy puking and having diarrhea.
You would have gone too close. That's their job.
Oh, choke me, Willie. No, I'm kidding. Well, that's him just trying to, choke out his own kid. I will give Matthew this. He definitely did Afton justice, because moment that just happened in the film, Afton stabs his own daughter. He breaks out of his what I call the psychosis for a moment, and you can actually see regret for a split second in his eyes, but then boom, right back to business.
Yep.
It's like I notice small shit like that, and I appreciate it. And also, I wasn't just staring at him. Oh, the tables have turned. They're gonna jump your ass, boy. Hook her up, William. They're about to go and try.
God, that reminds me, fucking Columbia University is biting that pillow fucking hard.
Oh god, yeah, they're getting fucked up.
Ugh. I mean, again, we're living in a world where Harvard is the hero and the Pope, the leader of the Catholic Church, is woke.
I still think that's fucking hysterical.
Right. But it's like Harvard is the good guy and the Pope is woke. What the fuck is this timeline?
Right. Uh-oh, someone just got shanked in the lungs. Ooh, that's gotta be fun. Yep, that definitely looks painful. Ooh. Must assimilate with suits before I die. God, I'm so looking forward to that fucking costume design for the second film for Springtrap.
Oh, that's right, because it gets all burned up.
It's like burnt up, like decaying, because the corpse is essentially melting into the fucking machinery. So it looks fucking badass. Just like I'm really hoping they do that. The design some justice. I mean. Oh, they're dragging away the Springtrap. Bye bye. And everybody ended up in a group home. No, I'm kidding. This was a happy ending until they announced the sequel.
Yep.
Although supposedly in the sequel, like, okay, according to the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, just the basic lore, there was two guys who started, the chain restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's pizza place, is William Afton and God, what was that dude's name? His last name was Emily. I can't remember the dude's fucking first name. But they were business partners, right? The rumor is that in the second film you'll meet that business partner, and he's played by Skeet Ulrich, who starred with Matthew Lillard in Scream in 1996.
Damn.
And which is wild because, and I think I've mentioned this to you before, but the director of Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe a woman, actually, yeah, a woman, and she's a fan of the Scream franchise. So she had Matthew Lillard, who he played one of the killers in Scream, does this famous knife wipe with his hands. Fucking brought that into Five Nights at Freddy's, and I swear, all the millennials as a collective freaked the fuck out. It's like, oh, he's doing the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if that rumor about
the original.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm having a hard time remembering stuff today.
Oh yeah, the original Among Us.
Yeah, the original Among Us.
But I love seeing other film I love seeing film references in other films, like the Thing reference in Five Nights at Freddy's. Fucking love that. All the different little horror movie references you can get in the Terrifier series, or fucking real life reference with Terrifier 1 with one of the characters. Her name was Dawn. Had the Ed Gein treatment.
Yeah. I remember when you showed me that picture and I was like, I recognize that.
Right. And it's just like, yep, that was inspired by Ed Gein.
Mm-hmm.
Damien Leone is a little fucked in the head, but hey, we love him for it at this point.
I have a few, what's kind of funny is I have a few book references in my book, which is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, William Afton's going to come back as an especially hateful ass spirit because his ass is dying in pain. Slow and agonizing. Yep, he's going to be an angry ass spirit. And I'm all here for it. But I remember because it's gone back as far as 10 years of everybody talking about Five Nights at Freddy's film. The fans have been calling for it for at least a decade. By the time it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And, I remember when folks first started talking about who's going to play William Afton, and a lot of folks, majority-wise, actually picked Matthew Lillard.
Interesting.
Yeah, because apparently he's a good match, which I could definitely see now why they picked him for the most part. But yeah, first upon hearing that, even 10 years ago, I was like, really? So you want Shaggy to play him?
Right.
And now I'm just like, okay, he's definitely grown out of the Shaggy phase. Fuck.
I'm just again, if you ever meet him, just after you come out of the creaming in your pants, just let him know that I was shook about his portrayal of Shaggy in Scooby Natural.
He'd probably get a kick out of it, honestly.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, he is a hugger. Immediately, that is one of the first things he'll do is hug you. and I'm just over here I definitely won't mind that.
But yeah, it's just like in Scooby Natural. I was hearing Shaggy, and I was like, the fuck?
You're like, there's no way this is Casey Kasem because that dude's been dead for years.
I know, exactly. It's just what the fuck? How do you sound the same as you did in the 60s?
Right. that's like come to realize it's like, oh, it's Matthew Lillard, you know, who played Shaggy in the action films. But I think he still does the Shaggy voice. Not as he doesn't do as many Shaggy roles as back like 10, 15 years ago.
Didn't you get Casey Kasem's blessing to like, take up the torch?
I don't think he's given anyone the blessing yet. To my knowledge, I could be completely.
Casey Kasem. I thought that Casey Kasem gave Matthew Lillard his blessing
They
speech.
actually, in a way, they actually worked together on the same film. It was a Looney Tunes film that starred Brendan Fraser back in like 2002 or 2003, where you had like the cartoon universe, and it wasn't Framing Roger Rabbit. I know that was back in the fucking 80s, but like the cartoon universe and like the regular our universe were like side by side. It's like the multiverse before the multiverse.
Yeah.
And you can see Matthew Lillard as himself sitting at a table at a restaurant talking to Shaggy and Scooby-Doo, and Casey Kasem did the voice of Shaggy. And it was funny because at one point Shaggy said to Matthew, she's like, "You're making us look like an idiot." Jokingly, it's like, oh no. So I think they actually, did meet up at one point before Casey Kasem ultimately passed away. And I think you're right. I think he did give the blessing to Matthew to take over the role. Like officially take it over.
Yeah. And like, I mean, it was well deserved because my God, I thought it was the same person.
Nope.
And I was like, fuck that. I was like fucking trying to figure out what was going on.
Oh, it was a tall guy from fucking Michigan. Because Casey
gets me that the fucking Pope is from fucking Chicago.
Right.
And there's a 2002 like video of him at a White Sox game.
I saw that clip. It's like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, and for me, it's trippy. It's just like, what the hell? Pardon my language.
You can drop it. You can drop just about any word in this chat as long as it's not completely.
No, I'm talking. I said the evil word hell.
Oh.
About the Pope. So
right.
Use my language. But what the hell?
Oh my goodness. That reminds me, I want to start doing conventions again because I have a list of celebrities I do want to meet and get doodles for doodle tattoos. Matthew Lillard's one of them because he's one of the horror icons I want to meet. So I've only met one so far. That was Michael Rooker. I have a long fucking list to go. And they're all old as shit. Tony Todd's fucking dead. So I can't get hit.
I really want to start traveling again, but I can't. One, I can't drive. Two, I don't really have anybody here set up to take care of my snakes. Like my cat, she's definitely set. Everybody loves cats.
Right, like your neighbor can take care of Joey, no problem,
But my snakes, on the other hand, it's going to be harder. I mean, obviously, I would do like the feedings before I left so they wouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anybody set up to take care of them if I decided to like leave. And so I just don't feel comfortable like going anywhere yet.
Right.
For me, I'd really love to go to the Denver Reptile Expo.
Ooh, that'd be a fun one.
Because I mean, I'm still looking for my tarantula. I'm still looking for her.
Right, your heart tarantula,
And her name is gonna be Charlotte. Because I had a dream that I got a pet tarantula, as promised, if I broke up with my ex, which I have. And I named her Charlotte in my dream. And so it's like, there we go.
my first thought was Charlotte's Web. Then my second thought was, damn, that's depressing.
I mean, have you read my books?
I have, and damn. No.
Bro, I came up with something earlier while I was for those of you who don't know, I like to go on walks to sort of like work out my stories and come up with ideas. And the one I came up with was fucking dark. I was like, damn.
So dark it make Damien Leone swoon.
Right. I'm
God.
George R. R. Martin, but better.
Mhm.
I don't like his work. It's all trauma porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do trauma porn. I just have trauma.
Yup. I mean, trauma porn is pretty much anything Eli Roth fucking directs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if anyone's seen the Hostel series, knows exactly what I'm talking about. or
a
the
Swedish
filmmakers behind the Serbian film, they're just as fucking guilty.
Yeah, Serbian film. That one wasn't so much a horror movie as just trauma porn.
Yeah, shocking with extreme violence.
Yeah, extreme sexual violence in that movie. I don't understand why it exists.
I don't understand how anyone could own that on like DVD or Blu-ray.
I imagine, for the same reason that folks eat Carolina Reapers.
Oh, they just want the most fucked up thing they could get their hands on.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like obviously I haven't watched the movie. I already heard warnings about it, and so I'm like, I'll stay well away from it. But I read, I've read it.
Pretty bad.
I've read the synopsis, I've read the plot and everything. Like, I've read up on it, so I know everything that happens in the movie, and I'm just like, my God, why was this necessary? And the director tries to explain it away with how, like, oh, it's, an allegory for how Serbia, is like manipulated by the Serbian government. And I'm like, there are so many other ways to portray that. Literally, so many.
It's like, why did you have to go down this route?
I know. It's
you're not proving a point, like, for real, my guy.
Like, Black Panther is a prime example of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's some other ones?
Shout out to people.
Hell, Full Metal Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
Is another example of that. Like, there's so many different ways you could have done that, and you went the sexual violence route and went hard on it. Why?
They didn't go hard. They went fucking nuclear. I seen it. Unfortunately, for those who don't know, I've had the displeasure of seeing a Serbian film because I was morbidly curious. I'm like, oh, it can't be that bad. It is.
Yeah. Like, the fucking narrator, it was, in fact, that bad.
Like, to put it in perspective, probably the two most graphic, like, fucked up films I have, actually no, 3 that I have in my possession are Martyrs, which is it's more so psychologically disturbing and it's pretty gory too. That's a French made. Human Centipede 2, because Human Centipede 2 did exactly what Human Centipede 1 should have done. And I have the unrated version, and there's some parts where I can't look. It's but and the third one I would consider being Terrifier 3 because there's a lot of child death and child dismemberment. So so I would definitely consider that number 3. It's definitely not nowhere near as bad as Human Centipede 2 or Martyrs. Or
Human Centipede 2 is considered like the number 2.
It's up there. It's definitely in the top 5.
No, if I recall correctly, a lot of folks consider it like number 2, like right behind a Serbian film.
The unrated version, I could definitely see that. Because there's one
So the
part.
Human Centipede actually leans more into actual horror elements.
Right. Like the first Human Centipede film had a good storyline and everything, but the execution was off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, it was like a little bit like not crazy disturbing. I mean, yeah, you're sewn up to two other humans, ass to mouth. Yeah, that's gonna be fucked up. But it could have been worse. Human Centipede 2 took it to another level.
Well, yeah,
Like-
but that's the thing that kind of annoys me about a Serbian film is everybody calls it a horror movie when it's really not.
It's a shock exploitation.
It's just a constant stream of sexual violence, which is not necessarily a horror movie. Human Centipede 2, I'll give it to them, legitimate horror movie.
Yeah, they at least had a storyline, even for the second
They
one.
had horror elements, whereas a Serbian film does not.
Mm-hmm.
Human Centipede 2 is another movie I've read the synopsis of. And like, between that and a Serbian film, I'm like, Human Centipede 2 has actual horror elements in it, which make it a horror movie. A Serbian film does not.
It's like, what's more frightening than essentially a fucking middle-aged incel kidnapping a bunch of folks so he can reenact his favorite horror movie, Human Centipede?
Mm-hmm.
And he kidnaps 12 separate victims and, yes, sews them up ass to mouth. The head of this centipede was a pregnant woman, mind you.
Of course.
And the very end piece of the centipede was another female. And, yeah, put two and two together, and you'll figure out what the film does next.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it was just like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
But you can understand there was a clear storyline, like there was a plot to the film, and you were following, the characters like X, Y, and Z, like different point of views. Like there was actual, thought put into the production, versus a Serbian film where it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
There's another film similar to that. Some folks say it's worse than the Serbian film. I've seen it. I don't think it's as bad, but it's just jarring and loud. Is August Underground. It's a made found footage style, very low budget, but it's essentially just extreme violence against everyone and everything. Like it's
yeah,
almost,
again, like
almost snuff film material type shit.
Yeah, again, like but that's the thing about it, it's like that still is a horror element, and so by proxy it's a horror movie. My gripe about everybody saying that a Serbian film is the worst horror movie in terms of like violence and everything is that it does not have any horror elements whatsoever. Shock value, yes, but no actual horror elements, whereas that movie and Human Centipede 2 absolutely do. And so they deserve to be called like the worst horror movies.
Shit, I miss the days where The Last House on the Left was the most extreme horror film, and that was in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. I miss the days where I wasn't even born.
Exactly. I wasn't even a concept until 1989. So.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, you ready to go?
Yeah, we could continue this party elsewhere, make it a little bit more raunchy. But hey, thanks for joining. Have a good night. See y'all next time. Next time, I'm actually thinking about because I want to get Screamboat and I want to watch it.
Awesome.
I need to see David Howard Thornton as the dumb little mouse. I need that in my life. I need that stupid little mouse.
Right.
Homicidal fuck. But yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.